forget it, yeah. It's like a week ago, but we both know how weekends go. Tryna function, got some places we could go. Lot y'all got me speaking slow like, I'm blessed, I don't GA. You tryna, yes on yes on yes on yes. Say less. Say less. You ain't go. Say less. Yeah. Say less. Hey girl, what it do? If you got friends, cool, bring a few through. No fun if the homies, man. R.I.P. Nate Dogg, this too true. And you know what I'm down for. Round 2, round 3, and a round 4. Mood switch when she knocked at the front door. Next up was the uproar. Yeah, was like a week ago, but we both know how weekends go. Tryna tuck off, got some places we could go. Swear she got the like wow, she's blessed, I'm blessed. I don't GA. You tryna yes on yes on yes on yes. Say less.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be 2 quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's Flacco's Ravens going up against Jared Goff's Bengals.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. 2 clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. On the ground, this is T.J. Yeldon. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Flacco here on 2nd down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. From the gun, Flacco. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now a 1st down following that long gain. Now Flacco. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, it should open up his running game, too. On 2nd down, here's Yeldon. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, He's stunned him in the offensive backfield.
Third down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. He completes it to Bryant. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone to the chalk of the 20. They convert on third with a gain of 22. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. A red zone first down for Flacco. And his throw is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Flacco from the gun. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Carlos Dunlap able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
Partner, I know the ball security's preached like crazy, but every now and then you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything in terms of play calling and the pressure you might expect to face on the very next down. Had to throw the ball away and save the yardage. He didn't get it done.
Going to throw deep. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
So on 4th down, Flacco off to the sidelines. He gives way to Justin Tucker. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So they come into enemy territory. Nice drive to start the game, but they probably wanted 6. They only got 3.
I agree with you totally. That's the expectation. When you get the ball and you start moving it and you're rolling, you think you're going to end up in the end zone. But they should be happy with the 3. A good way to get things going here in this game.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Super 66.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. On 2nd down, here's Goff. Escaping the pressure right. This one complete to Giovanni Bernard. Giovanni Bernard, nothing but green grass. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Giovanni Bernard, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Ravens. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Setting up to throw, Flacco. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Vontaze Burfict coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7. On second down, Flacco to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Carlos Dunlap in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. Flacco and the Ravens now, after the sack, need something good here on 3rd and long. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete.
Well, we couldn't counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. An update now from Oakland. The Raiders are out to an early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. They'll run it here with Bernard. And some room to maneuver. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
So let me make sure I have this right. He's already found the end zone once, and now he's ripped off a big chunk of yardage here on this one. His confidence is awfully high. So now I've got to put myself in the shoes of the defensive coordinator. Do I go ahead and sell out to try and stop him and force him to do something different? Or do I risk him having a big monster day against my defense?
This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. 23 yards on the play. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. Here's Bernard. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Again, here's Bernard. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Second down, Flacco now. Going left side, it's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
First down carry now for Yeldon. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Again, it's Yeldon. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. They only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. Flacco looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
Flacco and the offense staying put. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going to try it. Here's Flacco. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 24 that time. And it's good enough for a Baltimore first down. passing play. Flacco. This is Yeldon on the dump off. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. Flacco will take to the air again. Playing with a catch right side. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. It's Flacco to throw. Now a hit, and Flacco drops the football. It's loose, and the Bengals grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
He'll start on the ground here with Bernard. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
They've got to do a better job up front and create some space because they're right there, almost literally on their own goal line.
Just a couple of feet away from a safety. That could have been disastrous. They've gone to the second quarter in Buffalo, and it's an early lead there for the Saints. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. From the end zone, Goff. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. Carry for Bernard. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. Here's Matt Bosher now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. And a great spot to start this drive from here. First and 10 here for Flacco. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Third down, Flacco from the gun. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. His throw incomplete. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Flacco. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's brought down. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
They'll try to punch it in with Yeldon. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. To pass, Flacco. That's caught at the 1. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Eric Saubert as the 1st half is winding down. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On 1st down, gone. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Second and 10. Goff again. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. They've gone to the 2nd quarter in Buffalo, and it's an early lead there for the Saints. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the pickup, and it's a second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Now it's Goff off the bootleg. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Well, I think a Bengal player was able to get in there. He was. And they'll keep possession of the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Fresh set of downs here.
Hey, kill.
Goff now looking to throw. Flush to his right. Muscles by at the 25. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
From the red zone now, Goff. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Now a toss play to Bernard. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. Now the Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third down.
Could be a blitzer.
Goff now to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. And the kick by Elliott is good. Elsewhere, second half is underway up in Orchard Park. And the Saints, they've now opened up a 2-touchdown lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. From the gun, Flacco. He finds his target, Beckham. Breaks through the contact. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Throwing here on first down, Flacco. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be knocked down sideways, right there around the 35-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. On first down, Flacco. Complete to Bryant. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Des Bryant, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed.
I don't know about
Toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
On second down, here's Goff. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
Here's Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. But the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On the NFL scoreboard, third quarter from Oakland. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Yeldon. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
Flacco fakes the give, sets to throw, letting one go deep, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Back now in Cincinnati. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Shift together here from the D-line. Setting up to throw, Flacco. Over the middle, complete. It's Bryant. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Here's Flacco. That one complete to Yeldon. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Six yards here to go for the offense on 2nd down. On the toss play, this is Dixon. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. And the defense definitely showing blitz here. 3rd and just 1. It's Flacco. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
1st and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Ten yards still left on 2nd down. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. And he comes back with one complete. And he's brought down. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They go pass again with Flacco. And this one is incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
And was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Flacco to throw again on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 23 yards on the play.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. A red zone 1st down for Flacco. Now they go screen. It's complete. A good convergence there defensively. Only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Flacco will take to the air again. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. And the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. And again, it's Flacco to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch right down the pipe, and this game's all even here in the fourth.
And he didn't leave much doubt there, did he? Good snap, good hold, and that one was dead center.
This one taken from the 7. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35, but make it the 40-yard line.
Well, so much for the worry about how they would be after losing their lead. What a big-time return to seize the momentum back.
The drive starts with a handoff to Bernard. Bernard churning, and he lost the football. And the Ravens have got it.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. So the fumble recovery, now Flacco to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. And at this stage in the game, every play is magnified here as we get down to the nitty-gritty. Now Flacco. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Hitting the home stretch here in a great game, a tie game. Let's see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back. On second down, it's Dixon. And he is knocked down from the side at the 2-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Here's Yeldon. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. T.J. Yeldon, his second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have broken the tie.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
He'll look to throw. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Second down now after the pass completion. Back to throw. That's complete. Bernard. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. The offense on third down tonight, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. They'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Back to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. He's back to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. 10 yards there and a Bengal first. Now it's gone. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
On the run, it's Pumphrey. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down. And they're trying to line up quickly here. Goff urging them on. Now Goff. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
They've gone to the fourth quarter now in Dallas. The Chiefs have added on, and they're pulling away in that one. A win would be their second on the young season. Now, the Bengals on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. And able to find Green. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Goff now to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime. So getting the big touchdown they needed late in the fourth. Now what do? You conservative and just tie it up?
No, I think you put your practice into game situation. Go as fast as possible. You already have your play call ready to go. Go for 2 and decide it right now.
And this is going to be roughing the kicker, an inexcusable penalty, Charles.
You've worked so hard to hold him to a 3-point kick. Now you're giving him the ball again with a chance for a touchdown.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Flacco. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. Setting to throw, Flacco. And a man over the middle, and it's complete. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
And now a first down following that long gain. Flacco to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to win. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. The clock showing just 1 tick. This for the win. And he got it. Justin Tucker boots it through and plays the role of hero. And joy will reign in the Inner Harbor as the Ravens have won it. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for Baltimore, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Cincinnati.